Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught near the sideline, it's Bridges. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. And off to Jones. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes
going up top. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
a lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can flip the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Dances away again. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Running inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
offensive odyssey. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change.
And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going to the running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And off to Jones. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one.
South Carolina, 7, Ole Miss, 0.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Running it back, it's Brown. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Sends it downfield. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Graves. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Quarterback will audible. Back to pass, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved, get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
With jet sweep pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's got 50 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And off to Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
The give to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We got a time. Half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. He's going to pass. The throw. That's caught. It's Brown. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you've got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Pocket starts to collapse. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Steps away. He chucks one out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individuals.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
Looking for a deep man. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back at the 30. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his own 20. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Getting some heat. Gets away. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Wants to throw on second down. Going deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Graves. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have them, so you've got to be able to turn.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That's caught. It's right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw here on second down. And the ball's on the ground. And he was able to get back on top of it. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I'd just like to see better ball security reads from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback luckily falling.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
After run, now throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game, get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
Dropping back, it's Howard. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Offense getting set for first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Stands in and takes the hit. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a
touchdown Gamecocks! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Jones. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Rebels in the hurry up. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. 2nd down coming up.
Gaucho. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Gorilla. Hyman.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Looking for the end zone. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Grab behind the line, it's Bridges. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. The 40. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On the double.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Longer.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that is his fifth interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the pummeling has started. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over USF. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the right. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Howard. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll take another shot here. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Sellers. Looking for the score! And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's looking to throw on third and short. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ready to send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. This time he's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Offense in the hurry-up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Dropping back, it's Howard. He lets it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident.
He's got it. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's going for a big play downfield. And he throws another interception. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next year.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lee. Afterburner's coming. The 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. Then they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the...
Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the stomping has commenced. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 55. Ole Miss, 23.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Quarterback checking off.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coach.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 13 over NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Takes a shot as he lets it go. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air, it's Howard. Using his feet to buy time. Hit as he throws. And that pass intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future deep.
He's loose. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Using his legs to buy some time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. Buys a little time. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's going to go down as time has